Alright, what's up? So, if you didn't read the description, I bought this PlayStation VR in August. And this was one of the first things I got with it. I did have some games that I owned for it, but I hadn't played them. I was like downloading those, and I saw this in the store. And because I'm a pretty big nerd for real space stuff, I had to get it. But yeah, this was the first thing I did on my PlayStation VR when I got it, and I thought it was pretty sweet. But I haven't touched it since that first time, and I've like looked at it a few times and wanted to go back through it, but I figured why not do it in a stream? So here we go. Pardon my voice. I got a pretty bad cold.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth. No single space project in this period will be more impressive to mankind or more important for the long-range exploration of space, and none will be so difficult or expensive to accomplish.
Alright, so subtitles. They kind of throw you off, but not terribly. We'll leave them on just in case somebody wants them to read. Alright, we're just going to do the sit back and watch version. Sorry if this is jostling around too much. I did forget to put my headset on, but hope you guys can see that.
No man can
I
fully
love
grasp
this.
how far and how fast we have come. But condense, if you will, the 50,000 years of man's recorded history in a time span of but a half a century. Stated in these terms, we know very little about the first 40 years, except at the end of them, advanced man had learned to use the skins of animals to cover them.
Touch my heat.
Then about 10 years ago, under this standard, man emerged from his caves to construct other kinds of shelter. Only 5 years ago, man learned to write and use a cart with wheels. Christianity began less than 2 years ago. The printing press came this year. And then less than 2 months ago, during this whole 50-year span of human history, the steam engine provided a new source of power. Newton explored the meaning of gravity. Last month, electric lights and telephones and automobiles and airplanes became available.
Yeah.
Only last week,
60s, huh?
we developed penicillin and television and nuclear power. And now, if America's new spacecraft succeeds in reaching Venus, we will have literally reached the stars before midnight tonight. This is a breathtaking pace, and such a pace cannot help but create new ills as it dispels old. New ignorance, new problems, new dangers. Surely the opening vistas
I love
of
this
space
room. This is like
promise high costs and
one of
hardships,
the most real looking
as well as high reward. So it is not surprising
rooms
that
I
some
felt
would
like
have
I've
us
been in
stay
VR.
where we are a little longer, to rest, to wait. But this city of Houston, this state of Texas, This country of the United States was not built by those who waited and rested and wished to look behind them. For the eyes of the world now look into space, to the moon, and to the planets beyond. And we have vowed that we shall not see it governed by a hostile flag of conquest, but by a banner of freedom and peace. The exploration of space will go ahead, whether we join in it or not. And it is one of the great adventures of all time. Those who came before us made certain that this country rode the first waves of the Industrial Revolution, the first waves of modern invention, and the first wave of nuclear power. And this generation does not intend to founder in the backwash of the coming age of space. We mean to be a part of it. We mean to lead it. Its hazards are hostile to us all. Its conquest deserves the best of all mankind. And its opportunity for peaceful cooperation may never come again. But why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win when the others do.
Doesn't look very big from up here. Like somebody's backyard.
The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again.
That's cool. It does look like it's down there. Like the field of view is, or depth or whatever. Definitely there. But yeah, like I said, I love that room. That's one of the coolest things I've seen. Realism wise. Not jealous of the projector. I own a better one than that.
I think the momentous, most memorable thing that I can recall about that particular day was the opportunity while my two friends here were being put into the spacecraft to stand alone by myself out there and look at the rocket in the quietness and see the sun come up and waves rolling in and the evidence of the millions of people watching, but nothing specific and just so quiet, and to realize that indeed such a contrast was going to take place, all the frantic activity preparing the rocket, but it was so quiet up there for me personally, and that in a very few moments we were going to be departing in a great
And this is by
roar,
far the worst part.
momentous, event.
It looks good. But yeah, I mean, like, that's all flat, obviously. But yeah, this is the only part that took me out of it. Wow, I'm in an early PS2 game. There we go. What's up, fellas?
I thought we had a 90% chance of getting back safely to Earth on that flight, but only
What's up, Neil?
a 50-50 chance of making a successful landing on the first attempt. There's so many unknowns in that descending from lunar orbit down to the surface that had not been demonstrated yet by testing. It's a risk-reward equation, and
Am I too close? Do I need it back?
able to accept a level of risk so long as it's commensurate with the reward that you will get by...
Nah, I'm gonna put my arms on your shoulders. What's up, fellas? Where we going? Paris? Never seen a plane like this before. Normally they're, you know, horizontal. Okay, watch when we leave the atmosphere. That's all I'm going to say. Watch these boys once we're out of the atmosphere.
All indications coming in to the control center at this time indicate we are
My suit is sweet.
25 seconds and counting. Our status board indicates the third stage completely pressurized. 80-second mark has now been passed. We'll go on full internal power at the 50-second mark in the countdown. Guidance system goes on internal at 17 seconds, leading up to the ignition sequence at 8.9 seconds.
Pinchy, pinchy.
We're approaching the 60-second mark on the Apollo 11 mission. T-minus 60 seconds and counting. We passed T-minus 60. 55
Click,
seconds
click,
and
click, click, click.
counting.
Too bad you can't see my hands. I wish I could move them.
It's been a real smooth countdown. We passed the 50-second mark. Power transfer is complete.
This could have been way more entertaining.
40 seconds away from the Apollo 11 liftoff. All the second
This little piece of
35 seconds and counting. We are still go with Apollo 11. 30 seconds and counting.
All right.
Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds.
Good thing this isn't 1986, huh?
12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start.
Here we go, boys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the
We're
hour.
at the tower.
Liftoff on Apollo 11.
Could stick my head out. Oh, shit, yeah, I can.
We got a roll program. Neil Armstrong reporting the roll and pitch program, which puts Apollo 11 on a proper heading.
Change history. Ooh, here we go, boys. Da, 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 da. Dude, what if this thing ran out of gas and we just fell?
Altitude 3, 4 miles now.
We're fucking up there.
Velocity 2,195 feet per second.
Oh, there they go.
Houston, truck is go. All engines, you're looking good. Hi, Roger. You're loud and clear, Houston.
That is some extreme jaundice, boys.
11 Houston, your guidance is converged. You're looking good. Set 8 miles downrange, 12 miles high. Velocity 4,000 feet per second. Stand by for mode 1, Charlie. Mark, mode 1, Charlie. 1, Charlie.
4,000 feet per second.
Status. This is Houston, you are go for staging.
Not quite a mile, but not far.
Roger, tower.
Dude.
Inboard engines out. I'm inboard, shut up.
I love this because I'll probably never get to see it. There's the sun. Alright, Cheeto Squad.
Houston, be advised the visual is go today. This is Houston, roger out. Yeah, you finally gave me a window to look at.
Right? Where'd the sun go? There it is. Whee! Oh, I thought the pen was going to bonk off the window. I still have one.
I think certainly to go as far away as the moon and look back on the Earth certainly does affect your perspective. And then when you see it, tiny as your thumbnail held out in front of you at arm's length, that sort of gets your attention. Beautiful sight, tiny, pristine, blue and white, very fragile-looking object, shining like a beautiful little headlight out there in the black velvet of space. It does change your perspective. It makes you think that we have to take better care of this little fragile entity, because it is fragile.
Yeah, well, spoilers. We didn't.
Slightly less than 1 minute to ignition, and everything is go.
Roger, Apollo 11's go.
Like Cuba? I don't know. Or wait, where the fuck are we here?
Ignition. We confirm ignition, and the thrust is go. Apollo 11, this is Houston at 1 minute. Trajectory and guidance looks good, and the stage is good. Apollo 11.
We're showing velocity 35,570 feet per second.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. Around 3.5 minutes. You're still looking good. Your predicted cutoff is right on the nominal.
Roger, Apollo 11's go.
Wish I could have streamed this in VR. So if anybody watched it later, you could
35,570 feet per second.
watch it in VR.
177 nautical miles.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. You are go at 5 minutes.
Yes.
Apollo 11's go.
Turn on. Off we go, boy. Wait, the moon's over there. We're going for the sun. Is that why they turned orange?
Apollo 11, this is Houston. Your go for separation. Our system's recommendation is arm both spiral buses, over.
Okay, spiral B coming armed. My intent is to use bottle primary one as per the checklist, therefore I just turned day on.
Roger, we concur with the logic.
Ah. I'm like jammed way down in my suit here, boys. Gonna have to readjust my fucking view. Whoop. I think my controller turned off. There we go. All right.
Moving forward. 10 meters. 8 meters. 6.
Nurse.
5 meters. 3.
What?
2 meters.
De Beers?
1 meter.
You like that? On that shit.
And capture.
Apollo 11, this is
Headshot,
Houston,
bitch.
radio check, over. Roger, we've got the high gain, I believe auto tracking now. Okay, you're coming in loud and clear, but Mike is just barely readable. How are you reading Mike? Loud and clear now, Mike, and we understand that you are Doc. That's right.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Houston, we're ready for lime injection. Roger, go for lime injection. Thank you. Apollo 11, this is Houston, over. Roger, Houston, Apollo 11, go ahead. Roger, could you give us some comments on how the transposition and docking went, over? Yeah, I thought it went pretty well, Houston, although I expect I used more gas than I've been using in the simulator. Except for using a little more gas, and I'd be interested in your numbers on that. Everything went nominally. This is Houston. Roger, we copy.
A 1969 simulation. Ooh. That's pretty neat. I've never looked at the actual, like, flat screen version of it playing.
Eagle, Houston, the alignment and the initialization look good to us, over. Roger, thank you. Eagle, Houston, would you have Columbia go to the high gain, yaw 0, pitch -20, over? There you go, 1 minute till take. You guys take care. See you later. Apollo 11, Houston, we are go for undocking, over. Roger, understand. Roger, Eagle, done. Roger, how does it look? The Eagle has wings. Roger. Eagle, Houston, we see you on the terrible, over. I do believe you got thrusters on board that vehicle. Okay, you got it. Do it, Data. Roger, let us know when you're ready to copy. We have a DOI pad and a PDI pad, over.
Guidance says we're go. Coming up on 5 minutes to ignition. Gene Kranz getting a go, no-go for descent.
Okay, all flight controllers.
Godspeed, fellas. Oh wait, and me, because I'm here too. Somehow watching.
Okay,
Hello.
retro, go. Vital, go. Guide, go. Control, go. Telcom, go. Jinsei, go. Decom, go. Surgeon, go. Capcom, or go to continue PDI.
Public display of intelligence. Hmm. 21 years before me.
I'll leave it blue. Relay to it. See if they got me now. I got good signal strength in blue. Okay, you should have me now, Houston. Eagle, we got you now. It's looking good, over.
You ready for this shit, homie?
Eagle, Houston, after yaw around. Angle, S-band pitch, -9er, yaw, +18.
Altitude 5,200 feet.
Manual attitude control is good. Roger, copy.
Altitude 4,200.
Houston, you're a go for landing, over. Roger, understand. Go for landing. 3,000 feet. Top alarm. 1201. 1201. Roger, 1201 alarm. We're go. Same tide. We're go. 2,000 feet.
We're gonna do this.
Into the ag. 47 degrees. Roger. 47 degrees.
What if this had just been like, I mean, it's all poofy dust, right? Like, what if this had been like a mile deep?
1,400 feet, still looking very good.
Roger, 1202, we copy it. 35 degrees. 35 degrees. 750, coming down to 23. 700 feet, 21 down. 33 degrees. 100 feet, down to 19. 540 feet, down to 30. Down to 15.
400 feet down at 9. Gate forward. 10 and 50 feet down at 4. 30, rip the half down.
Alright. I don't know if that made any noise for me moving things around there, but I muted my microphone because I had a quick little sneeze spit.
100 feet down 3.5. 47 forward.
Probably good thing we did that in, or I did that in here, huh? Get in my helmet and sneeze all over the fucker. There's a lot of volumes in here.
19 forward.
VHF.
Altitude, velocity, light. 3.5 down. 220 feet. 13 forward. 11 forward, come down nicely, 200 feet. 4.5 down. 5.5 down.
Got this, homie.
650, 6.5 down. 5.5.
You're good at this shit.
9 forward. And 20 feet. 100 feet, 3.5 down. 9 forward.
100 feet.
100 bite.
That doesn't really look 10 stories, but still. Pretty close.
60 seconds. Lights on. Down 2.5.
Some good yaw there going, homie.
40 feet down 2.5. Picking up the start. 30 feet, 2.5 down.
Attitude. You mean altitude?
4 forward. 4 forward, just into the right level. Down a half. 30 seconds forward. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. ATA at a descent.
Woo! High five.
Engine arm off.
No.
413 is in.
No. Fist bump.
We copy you down, Eagle. Griffin,
Wow. Thanks, Neil.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We copy
Oh, shit.
ground. You
Fist
got a
bump.
bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot.
Ooh, here we go. The moment you've been waiting for. The main event. The purpose of the whole trip.
At the foot of the ladder, the 11-foot beds are only depressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches. Although the surface appears to be very, very fine grained as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder. Ground mass is very fine. I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. As the surface is fine and powdery, I can pick it up loosely with my toe. It does adhere in fine layers, like powdered charcoal, to the sole and insides of my boots. I only go in a small fraction of an inch, maybe an eighth of an inch, but I can see the footprint of my boots and the tread in the fine sandy particles. Yeah, this is Duke. We're copying. There seems to be no difficulty in moving around as as we suspected, it's even perhaps easier than the simulations of 1.6G that we performed in various simulations on the ground.
Get it, Neil?
Absolutely no trouble to walk around.
I don't believe that was it. I'm pretty sure you spent some time up here. Yeah.
Neil and Buzz, the President of the United States is in his office now and would like to say a few words to you. Over. That would be an honor. Go ahead, Mr. President. This is Houston out.
Hello, Neil and Buzz. I'm talking to you by telephone from the Oval Room at the White House. And this certainly has to be the most historic telephone call ever made. I just can't tell you how proud we all are of what you do. For every American, this has to be the proudest day of our lives. And for people all over the world,
Fuck you, Nixon.
I am sure they too join with us in recognizing what an immense feat this
Or was this Johnson? Oh, shit. I'm normally pretty good at that, too.
has become a part of man's world. And as
Oh, this
you
is Nixon.
talk to us from the sea of tranquility, it inspires us to redouble our efforts to bring peace and tranquility to earth.
Yeah, but you won't.
Priceless moment in the whole history of man.
There's home.
People on this earth are truly
Jesus.
one in their pride in what you have done, and one in our prayers that you will return safely to earth.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's a great honor and privilege for us to be here representing not only the United States, but and a peaceable nation, and with interest in the curiosity and with the vision for the future. Honor for us to be able to participate here today.
Agreed.
And thank you very much, and I look forward, all of us look forward to seeing you on the Hornet on Thursday.
Get your room at the Watergate.
Tranquility Base, Houston.
Do.
Our guidance recommendation is pinged, and you're cleared for takeoff.
Well, this is it, boys. Goodbye, Moon.
Number one on the runway. Roger.
Mama, I'm coming home. Like, the brains that come up with this crap. Like, I'm a smart dude, but I could never come up with that. What if that missed?
Very quiet ride. There's that smoke crater out there.
Like, what if it went 1 mile an hour faster than it was supposed to?
80 feet per second.
And didn't reconnect with the thing that brought her back.
Here you go, Houston. The request manual start override. Copy. 2,600 feet altitude. Here you go, Houston. You're looking good.
Thanks, Houston. Not too bad yourself. Alright, so we come back, I believe, and then that's it. Oh, maybe this is it. Yeah, I think you see this part. I'm gonna shut up in case I'm wrong. I just let the stream become a video. I don't... edit it. Like, if you're watching this as a video, like, I don't edit these, so... Sometimes I'll go back and delete a stream if my connection goes out or something. It lags a bunch, or...
Houston, we got the service module going by.
All right, here. Thank you.
And it's rotating just like it should be. Thrusters are firing.
Here we go. It's like...
Velocity 33,000 feet.
Goodbye, thing that made sure we got home.
11 Houston, we'll have you for about 3 more minutes through Redstone and then pick you up after blackout through Orion.
Roger.
That's the name of my friend's cat.
11 right down the middle of the corridor. 11 Houston, you're going over the hill there shortly. You're looking mighty fine to us.
See you later.
This is cool. Holy shit, I'm skinny.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal, before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth. No single space project in this period will be more impressive to mankind or more important for the long-range exploration of space, and none will be so difficult or expensive to accomplish.
It's just friction from air, yo.
Apollo 11, Houston through Orion. Apollo 11 Houston, and the blind airboss has a visual contact.
Dance, homie.
Apollo 11 Houston, standing by for your history reading, over.
What kind of headset you got?
Apollo 11, this is Hornet, over. Apollo, in reach the last core, position 1330, 16915. Aircraft reports visual with 342.
Condition of crew, over.
Position of crew, 3,500 feet on the way down. 11 is Hornet, copy. 11 Hornet, what's your splashdown error, over? Okay, our splashdown error is altitude longitude 1330, down 6 knots, 15.
Well, this is it, boys. And there you be. Well, only in 2D. I'm gonna let these credits play because these people deserve it. Anyway, I thought this was pretty sweet. I love the footage. Obviously, the room in the beginning. Hope you can see all of this. Oh, yeah, you can. Okay. Oop. All right. Well, that concludes that. And yeah, I guess that's it. All right. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you in another video and or stream.